Despite what your girlfriend or wife may have told you, sometimes shorter is better. And the Project Tech SRS A2 has to be the shortest, most compact, fully capable long-range rifle ever devised. This is actually a Bullpup rifle, and what that means is the rifle can be shortened by placing components like the firing mechanism and magazine in the stock behind the trigger, allowing the barrel to be moved rearward. This allows you to retain full-size barrel length and the advantages such as greater muzzle velocity and potential accuracy in a smaller, more compact package. Essentially, Bullpups use all the space in the stock that is normally wasted in a traditional rifle. This does present some new challenges and a new system of arms, but I actually feel like the whole Bullpup idea actually translates better in a long-range bolt-action rifle than it does in a semi-auto rifle. The reason I say that is you get more returns from the basic premise of the platform. When you convert a traditional semi-auto rifle to a Bullpup, the entire rifle length goes down by a few inches. For instance, if you take a normal 16-inch AR like this BCM with the stock collapsed, it measures in at 32.5 inches, compared to a Bullpup semi-auto like the IWI X95 at 27.5 inches. That gives you a loss of about 5 inches when you go with the Bullpup platform. Now, to be fair, you probably want to extend the stock on the BCM a couple inches to make it more comfortable to shoot. That is great, but nothing like the loss in length in the precision rifle category. This is my Bergara LRP Elite in 6.5 Creedmoor, and I love this rifle, but it does measure in at a monstrous 47.5 inches of overall length, compared to the Project Tech SRS A2 Covert at a mere 29 inches. That's a loss in overall length of 18.5 inches. That's a 1.5 feet, people. That is some serious loss in overall length, and at least in my opinion makes the Bullpup option something to seriously consider, especially in the precision rifle category. With an overall length of 29 inches, the Project Tech SRS A2 is insanely small for a precision rifle. It's actually closer in overall length to a subgun or SBR than it is anything else. It also weighs in at a mere 8.3 pounds, making it plenty light enough to be very agile. I also feel like the ergonomics transfer better, mainly because, well, you're still working a bolt on either platform. And with the bolt-action rifle, you're not trying to perform quick reloads as often as you would be with a semi-auto rifle. The Project Tech SRS A2 really capitalizes on the whole size thing by going with a shorter than traditional 6.5 Creedmoor barrel at only 18 inches. I actually wish that more companies would at least offer shorter barrels for their 6.5 Creed guns, because this rifle with this barrel length still effectively got shots on at 1,000 yards and was razor accurate at 700 yards. I just feel for most shooters that is more than adequate, and we all don't necessarily need 24-inch Creedmoor barrels. Let's take a look at ergonomics for a second, because sometimes Bullpups can take a lot of getting used to. However, I don't think you'll really find that with the Project Tech SRS A2. Let me just say that I think the overall ergonomics of the SRS are very well thought out and exceptional. Length of pull can be adjusted with spacers in the stock, and the cheek riser can also be customized to the shooter. The grip is extremely comfortable and works great whether you want to use it as a traditional pistol grip or make a more precision style grip with your thumb on the same side as the rest of your hand. Bullpup triggers kind of have a reputation for being, well, let's just say kind of lousy. That is not the case with the Project Tech SRS A2. This trigger is outstanding. The shoe has a very nice flat face on it, allowing you to get a good consistent pull. Mine is pulling at just under 2 pounds, is very crisp, and breaks just like glass. The trigger is also adjustable and can be adjusted even lower or heavier if you so desire. I just kept mine the way it shipped from the factory, and it is working phenomenally well for me. For me, the monopod is a must-have and an awesome addition to the SRS. Pull on the base and it will quickly deploy and then can be twisted to fine-tune your elevation. The first week we had the rifle, we actually didn't have the monopod, and I found using the monopod much more comfortable and preferable than sandbagging this particular rifle for me. You may notice in some of the footage us moving our heads to manipulate the bolt, and let me just say that you do not need to move your head to manipulate the bolt. In the beginning of the review, just because it felt a little odd, I would always lose my cheek weld to manipulate the bolt, because it is a little different working the bolt that is right by your head. But by the end of the review, I was totally accustomed to it and it became quite natural. I would easily manipulate the bolt while staying in the scope and on target. And I think it will feel unnatural to most shooters at first, but after a little time behind the rifle, it won't be an issue at all. The bolt handle is very large, easy, and smooth to manipulate. The safety is also conveniently located and can be activated with the trigger finger. Another really cool thing to note about this rifle system is that it can easily change calibers at the user level in minutes. Unlock the system here, loosen these 4 bolts, and the barrel will come out the front. Work in reverse to change to the desired caliber. If necessary, replace the bolt and magazine. You can go all the way up to .338 Lapua Magnum, and that is a lot of versatility in one platform, and being able to change the caliber at the user level is really cool. One of the things that makes this possible is the magazine. This magazine has a footprint big enough to hold a .338 Lapua Magnum. However, when you have a smaller caliber, there's a little wall divider welded in the appropriate length for the given cartridge. And it does make this magazine proprietary to the Project Tech SRS. If you do your job, the Project Tech SRS A2 will do its job, and it can probably do its job better than you can do yours. This thing is insanely accurate and will straight out shoot laser accurate groups. At 100 yards, it's easily a sub MOA gun, and in the right hands, it's probably a half MOA gun. Project Tech actually does guarantee half MOA groups on the SRS line, and looks like this one delivered the goods. As you get out a little farther is where I think the accuracy really shines. Check out this 5-shot group at 700 yards on a half-size IPSC steel target. So that's 9 inches wide by 15 inches tall to give you an idea. You can see the full-size targets around it for comparison.
I ganked that one.
No, that was a hit.
It was also pretty easy for all the guys we shoot with to get impacts at 1,000 yards. If you had any doubts at all about the 18-inch barrel length or the capabilities of the SRS, it's good to go to at least 1,000 yards.
There's a hit.
had to know what all our problems are. Yeah.
Got it. I will say this, that I like the trigger on this one better than that, right?
Yeah,
I should.
Adam from Hootie Hoo came down and he didn't have any problems getting the Desert Tech SRS on at 1,000 either.
Well, that has an adjustable.
If you never have, you need to go check out the Hootie Hoo YouTube channel. Adam's a great guy, a great shot, and he's got some really cool videos.
Yeah. So you got the feeling for it now?
I like it.
The Desert Tech SRS A2 Covert is an absolutely outstanding rifle, and I love the fact that it is a fully capable long-range precision rifle in an amazingly small and compact package. It's so nice being able to get your long-range gun in a bag you would normally put an AR in, rather than some massive drag bag. I think for practical use, I could really see this rifle shining in law enforcement use. Because of the compact size, it would be very easy to maneuver into or out of any spot, set up quickly, and be ready to take a very accurate, precise shot. Unfortunately, like most things that are really nice, it is on the expensive side. But if your budget allows, I would highly recommend the Desert Tech SRS A2 Covert. I assure you that it will not disappoint. It will deliver everything a full-size precision rifle will in a much smaller, more compact package. One thing to consider to help offset the price, if you are interested in changing the calibers out, having multiple calibers or essentially multiple rifles with one scope would greatly offset the cost of admission, and Desert Tech does guarantee return to zero when switching calibers. Everybody always wants to know what we equipped it with, so here it is. We shot the Desert Tech SRS A2 Covert with the Nikon Black FX1000 scope, which did a great job and easily got the job done out to 1,000 yards. Atlas bipod, which is probably my favorite bipod. It's sturdy, quick and easy to deploy and adjust. For suppression, we used the very impressive CGS Group Hyperion, which did an amazing job taming the sound on an 18-inch 6.5 Creedmoor. If you haven't seen our video on the suppressor, you should go check it out. It's pretty remarkable. And we'll have videos on all the other accessories soon. But you know, soon to us is a very relative term. But soon. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so YouTube can let you know when we got a new video, and we do have some big reviews coming up that you won't want to miss. Want to know what we're reviewing way before it hits the YouTube channel? Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. There you can see what's being reviewed in real time way before it hits YouTube. If you want to help support Alabama Arsenal, the best possible way to do that is on Patreon. These videos are surprisingly expensive to make. Every little bit helps and is greatly appreciated. I don't know if you checked the price on 6.5 Creedmoor lately, but they aren't exactly giving it away. There is also gear available right below the video if you want to go out and represent. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.